everyone, what's going on? It's Brandon Bornancin with a success story. Our user John Burk with Hi-Fidelity. He's got an amazing story to share about his sales journey in winning President's Club. John, thank you so much for joining us today.
Hey man, I'm super happy to be here, and I'm really honored to talk with you and interview with you, Brandon.
This is awesome, man. I love hearing about our users, our customers, our fans' success. And I knew you had a really big success story that we're excited to learn about. But would love for you to just give the audience a quick introduction to your name, who you are, what you sell, and kind of like the ticket price of the product.
Okay. Yeah, I'm John Burk, and I'm with Hi-Fidelity. And so kind of our specialty, or my specialty, is a lot of IT products, software services. And then, our average ticket price, we're looking at an average deal size somewhere probably around $25K.
Awesome. And the IT services, is that like $25K IT services, national, global, any region specific?
So we're heavily regional focused, mostly Texas and New Mexico. And so then specifically, anywhere that I can touch, typically within about 3 hours in the car.
Awesome, man. So tell me about sales, your experience selling, marketing, prospecting, appointment setting, and closing, new deals. Tell us about your hero's journey, the before and the after.
Yeah. So it's a highly competitive industry. And we rely heavily on partnerships, both with manufacturers and distribution partners, kind of to help with the business development side. And so with that, we get some leads, we get some prospects, but a lot of that is stale. A lot of that's heavily worked, and the customers we like to call it prospecting fatigue. Because they get so many calls from IT providers, and they're just, it's hard to differentiate yourself, especially, in the short time you have for first impression.
Yep. That makes sense. So you were getting a few leads from these partners. These leads were probably beaten to death, and it was hard to build like a predictable, massive, scalable pipeline of deals.
It's super challenging without just a lot of boots on the ground. You're going to wear out your shoes. At the time we hadn't figured out inbound marketing yet. So still a lot of outbound. We had campaigns with business development, telemarketing, business process outsourcing. So we'd run some of those campaigns with limited success. And really it was about identifying the prospect accounts and then find the decision maker and find the prospect within that account.
Awesome. Great. And then, okay, so walk me through, how'd you hear about or come across Seamless, and then your experience and the results, the old way versus the new way with the platform.
Right. So I heard your interview with, I think it was Noah Goldman, Enterprise Sales Podcast back in 2017.
Wow.
And I said, man, I've got to get this product. I've got to try this out. It's just one of those deals, hearing the story and hearing the product. What did I have to lose,
That's awesome. Yeah, it's crazy how like a podcast could lead to, a customer, and then the impact that customer could have coming across something that could change their life. That's awesome. So
absolutely.
You listen to the podcast, you sign up, and you start using it, and then tell me about, from then on, what was it like?
Man, what was it like? I signed up, we connected on LinkedIn, and I started kind of experimenting with the product. Did the demo or the free account. I know you guys offer, you're pretty generous with what you offer up front. And so I ran into a situation, man, where I was looking for this IT director. I knew he used a certain piece of software, but the manufacturer, the contact they had was just a gatekeeper, an administrative assistant. And I'm telling you, I called, I dialed, I tried everything I could to get through to this guy and just couldn't. And he's that guy, he uses like a fake name. Talking with him later, he has a throwaway email account that he uses to sign up for webinars, so he can get prospected, or he can get product information without being put into a sales funnel.
Wow.
And so he's just a ghost. He doesn't have LinkedIn. You can't find him online. You search the company name, IT director. You just aren't going to find it. And so I plugged him into Seamless and hit, get info. And it does a little spinny wheel. Next thing you know, I've got a name, I've got an email address, and I've got a phone number.
That's awesome.
So I don't know where it found it, but I email him. And, he seemed a little surprised. I kind of got a, what's this about? And just touching base and getting you my contact info. So 4 or 5 touches weekly. Finally, he gives me like a little bitty bone. He's like, I need to renew this software maintenance agreement. Can you send me a quote? He's using a partner in Oklahoma City, wasn't super happy. So that turns into, I send this little $3,000 or $4,000 quote, and that turns into a bigger discussion about what's your strategy around the specific thing you're trying to accomplish. And it turns into a deal that was right at about $140,000 in revenue.
Nice.
Isn't that crazy?
That's amazing. So one contact, $140,000 in revenue. That's amazing. So you win the 6-figure club. As you know, we've got our President's Club Award, the 6-figure club award, which is absolutely incredible. So what other success did you have with the platform outside of that one deal?
So we've got a partner, and we're doing an outbound campaign. And so we need to get in touch with a lot of IT directors in specific roles, and any lead list you buy, it's just going to be stale. There's a lot of attrition in that role, I think, especially in some of the markets that we're targeting. And it's just highly competitive. It's hard to find good skilled people. And so we're trying to find these, and my administrative assistant came to me, and she said, a bunch of these spaces are still blank. And I said, here's my Seamless login, and showed her how to use it. And I mean, we filled, out of 40, I bet you we filled 38 of those empty spots.
That's awesome, man. That's great. And hopefully a lot of those are in the pipeline, and you're working to close them right now.
We're working to get them engaged in kind of a webinar and do that thing. It's a partnership with a manufacturer, but
awesome.
We're filling the pipe.
And how much money in the pipeline do you think you've generated using Seamless?
In the pipeline, I think we're going to, from this one campaign, we're probably going to send out 30 quotes averaging 120,000.
Wow. 120,000 each?
In revenue, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you're looking at like over $3 million.
Right.
That's amazing.
It's very targeted. It's multi-location accounts.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah.
Because our mission is to help you get to the 7-figure club as quickly as possible.
Absolutely.
From sign up to 6-figure, that contact and that deal, how much time was it from getting on Seamless to contacting that guy that closed the $140,000 deal?
I bet you it was within 4 weeks.
Wow. So like immediate 140x ROI on Seamless.
Right. Yeah.
That's unbelievable.
Just being able to discover who's in that role and how do I get in touch with them.
Yeah.
That's becoming incredibly challenging if they're not public, if they're not on LinkedIn. But then it's still a challenge to get true business contact information a lot of times.
Yeah. Yeah. And what are I was just about to ask you, what are your top features of like Seamless, and how has it made you better, smarter, happier, to accomplish the life you want, the family you want, the cars, houses, whatever you want in this life? Like, how has it helped you get those things faster and better?
Yeah, it's man, that's I got to do a little soul searching on that one. Lifestyle wise, it really just enables me to get in contact with the people that I need to get in contact to. I think I need to take the time listening to sales leaders like yourself and Noah, or reading books from people like yourself, and applying those principles to my daily life. I mean, that's what's really going to impact the lifestyle. Having that morning routine, following up the sixth time. I don't think if I had followed up with that first contact 5 times, I wouldn't have had that opportunity, right? So
it's amazing.
Yeah, so I think this is the gateway into a much larger, sales practice.
Yeah, much larger future in your life.
Absolutely.
In building your dynasty that you're trying to build, your legacy in sales. That's amazing. So sounds like the great news is you've won the 6-Figure Club Award.
Wow.
So,
can I clap? Can I applaud myself?
Yeah, seriously, congratulations. That's huge. Like the 6-Figure Club Award, and then let me just try to show it to you. So I got to kill this fake Zoom background. I'm in my home office. Hold on, let me show it to you. So that's this guy right here, man.
Look at that.
So what we're gonna do is we're gonna get this printed and shipped to you with your name on it. And then how far are you? Because my ultimate goal is to get you here. My ultimate goal is to get you to the 7-Figure Club.
Yep.
So I want you, once we print and ship your 6-Figure Club Award out, how far are we away from getting you to the 7-Figure Club?
So full disclosure, my quota this year is 1.2 million, and I'm
Awesome.
at about 104% of plan as of June 30th. And so, if I just stay the course, if I stay the course, right?
Got it. So like you're 100%, 104% to plan for Q1 and Q2.
For Q1 and Q2.
And then if you keep it up, you'll nail the over $1 million, and then we'll be shipping out your. Let's try to ship out your President's Club Award before the end of Q3.
Yeah, and I'm still hoping some of that Q2 stuff that was trickling in kind of pads those numbers, because 4% of heads, that's short, man. I got to step it up.
Dude, absolutely, right? Absolutely amazing. I'm so excited to print your new 6-Figure Club Award. It's massive, right? Like if you look at my head, like it's a big $1,000 award that we print and ship to you guys.
Dude, I'm fired
put this
up.
on your wall.
That thing is legit.
Dude, use it as motivation and inspiration that you did it, you accomplished it, and now it's like, okay, let's get to 7 and then let's get to 8 figures. So
let's go.
On behalf of the entire team, just congratulations.
Thanks,
super proud of you. And it's just awesome to see what people can accomplish. And to close out the interview, for people that are watching this, that are like watching John and they're hearing your story, you sell this 25,000 average order value IT consulting services, highly competitive market, hard to find the decision makers, long sales cycles, you name it. Like people are going to watch your interview and they're going to be like, hey, I want to be like John. Like what piece of advice do you have for people who are just getting started with Seamless in their sales career, you name it, and are dying to win the 7-Figure Club Award or the 6-Figure Club Award?
Man, the advice I would give is never let your ego get in the way of learning from others. So I've learned a lot, and I truly appreciate the value you give to the LinkedIn community. And
Thanks, man.
In your podcasts, in your books, you really talk about the habits that create success, and you've proven it. So get that morning routine, figure out who your top 5 prospects are every month, plug them into Seamless, get their contact info, and get after it and follow up. Don't stop following up.
Sounds like your deals, a lot of them came from the follow-up.
The money's made in that 5th follow-up.
That's awesome, man. Well, John, hey, on behalf of the team, congratulations. I'm going to send you an email. Karen's going to get your address and your info. We'll get your 6-Figure Club Award printed. And then I'm going to put on my calendar from today, July 2nd, to 90 days from now, let's get you to the 7-Figure Club. I know it's going to be hard, but in 90 days, let's condense the time, increase the amount of people that you reach out to, increase the follow-up, and let's get you there way before the end of the year.
Let's do it.
Awesome, man. Well,
That's
hey,
awesome.
thank you so much, man. We appreciate you and excited to see what you can accomplish this second half of the year.
Thanks, Brandon.